that we'll be discussing, very interesting. So we'll be discussing about Artha. Usually they always say religion has no connection with the Artha. But in Mahabharata, we find it is so clearly mentioning Artha is the root. And some people, they complain the religion is the cause of our poverty in India. The people are poor because of religion, because constantly we speak about this world is illusory and all that we do only because of the karma phala. So we should be very careful not to do any karma, etc., etc. Mahabharata is considered, it's a wonderful book. It gives the chronological history of our India, how the kings came one after another, etc., and one up to one point. At the same time, the society, describing the society, different type of temperament, mentality of the people, how it has getting changed constantly. A group of people who are very rich and powerful, the rulers. Another type of people, very saintly but attached with the rulers. Third type of people who are very courageous, very heroic, but at the same time understanding the dharma, religion, mistaking the dharma and religion of his own word, and then continuously going on doing wrong things because of the promise. So like this, so many various characters are there. Sacrificing characters are there. Characters we will discuss afterwards, after this. But then Mahabharata gives Chatur, that in the human life there are 4 goals have been fixed. And this Chaturbarg, that is the 4th, 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 goals of our human life that has been fixed by the Munis. First is the Dharma. Then second is the Artha. And third is the Kama. And fourth is the Moksha. So these 4 all are there in the Mahabharata. But moment we think about the Mahabharata, we talk about the Mahabharata, we think that that movie that came for a long time, and we think that will be the fighting and all these and that. No, Mahabharata is a wonderful teaching. And that's why to begin, let us offer our pranam to Narayana, because he is the main character of Mahabharata. Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaivo Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayet. Now this Narayana, that is the God, the Lord Supreme, Narayana. Because on the Nira, Nira means water, he was floating, so Narayana. From the Nira means the water. Water is the symbol of no form, without form, Nirakara, that is the water. But in the Nirakara, on that Nirakara, one who could have his own form, identity, personality, that is Narayana. Even in that Nirakara, where there is no Akara, where there is no form, there Narayana. So he is taking, he, that we can say he or she or it. But that consciousness, that power is Narayana. We are offering our pranam to begin this Jaya. Now, we have already started in the Mahabharata, the first part is the Jaya. Second it was added Vijaya. Third was Mahabharata. And in the Mahabharata, the third part, a lot of stories have been added, which has become more, all the stories have become more important, more rate than the original Jaya and Vijaya. About the Jaya, just to remind you, because most of you are a regular attending the class, you know, the Jaya is the first part about which Vyasa said, I understand all the slokas, the meaning of the slokas. My son Shuka can understand. And I don't think anybody else. So that means that is so subtle knowledge. The subtle knowledge that we find in the Mahabharata, and this Narottama, he is the highest, best among the Nara. Now again we are praying Saraswati, because the same God, same power, but when that power is acting for the knowledge, that's called Saraswati. And Vyasa, through the Vyasa, that knowledge came. So we are thankful to the Vyasa also. Now after this we will start, because the first this first Purushartha, Dharma, we have already discussed. Now it comes the Artha. Dharma is the religion. The end of all religions must be same as Daya, compassion. And that way, compassion and forgiveness, Daya and Shama, these are the Dharma. If religion is used for earning money, social status, that religious practice is known as Dharma Banijya. We have already read it. Now, the same here it says, second is the Artha, Dharmad, Arthascha, Kamascha. The second goal of human life is Artha. Who said? Vyasadeva. The second goal of human life is Artha. Dharma, Arthascha, Kamascha. Moksha will come afterwards. The Kama and Artha. That is also the goal. And Vyasadeva said this. What is the meaning of the Artha? The moment we say the Sanskrit word Artha, that means money, wealth. But what this Mahabharata meant very clearly, what is the Artha? The one word they have used, Artha. Now, Artha, the word is also used as meaning. But here the Artha means money or property or wealth. But it is very clear in the Veda, Artha means Vidya, Bhumi, Hiranya, Pashu, Dhanya. These 5 things, if it is there, that's called Artha. If anybody is having a lot of animals, in those days, that was the best wealth. Or Hiranya, mostly kings, they used to have the Hiranya means gold. Now Bhumi, the land, in the Kathopanishad, if you are attending the Kathopanishad, you will know that Nachiketa, the young boy, when he went to Yama, Yama offered him that I will give you a big, huge land. The person who is having the land, obviously he is a rich man. So Vidya, Bhumi, Hiranya, Pashu, Dhanya, the products from the field. Dhanya means not only paddy, or many other things are also there. So if one is having all this, is a rich man, and that is called Artha. But the best Artha, best wealth, now again it says, Dhananam Uttamam Srutam. Of all these, Dhananam, The Hiranya is there, Pashu is there, land is there, but the best one is the Srutam, means Vidya, the knowledge. Why? If you lose the gold, then you are poor. If you lose the land, if you lose other things, you are poor again. But if you have the knowledge, wherever you go, you can earn. So that is why they gave importance on Vidya. You will notice in India that tradition is continuing. Even a rich person, he will also wants that his son, his children should get some certificate from the college. Not only prestige, that is also the social status. Why the Vidya always, every time, it has been emphasized in our society. Why Vidya? Because from Vidya everything. Now there is a lot of gold, but you do not know how to process it. Then how to utilize that gold and how to market it, how to earn money out of that. But you are living, there are many tribal people. They were living in that only, but they never knew. Suddenly someone reached over there. He found, hey, there is so much of gold is there in the river bed and all that. Knowledge. So if you have the knowledge, you get everything. Sometimes people do not understand how to utilize the land, how to utilize the property. So knowledge. So it says of all the 4 ashramas, now it says again, and it's a Bhrigu Muni. The Bhrigu that mostly Indians they know the name. Bhrigu is a very famous Muni. And Bhrigu said that all the ashramas, ashrama, brahmacharya, garastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa, highest ashrama is not sannyasa, is the garastha. It's very important. Sometimes we always make this type of mistakes. And this garastha ashrama, sharva ashramanam moolam. They call this is the root. Sarva ashramanam moolam is grihastha ashrama. Of all the 4 ashrama, so dhananam uttamam srutam. Of all the wealth, knowledge is the best wealth. And then it says, who is going to have this Artha? Grihastha. And what the Grihastha is going to do? Now it goes on giving here in the Bhrigu Bharadwaja. Bharadwaja another Muni. Bhrigu also Muni. They had a dialogue that is recorded in the Shanti Parva of Mahabharata. And there it says, wealth is helpful for both of them. When their discussion it says, wealth is helpful for both vaihika, worldly development, paramarthika, spiritual development. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he never could touch the money. But then he went and prayed to Mother. Mother, I cannot touch the money, but what will happen to my food? I need food. So food and clothing and all those things are necessary. So that is the reason. Adi Shankaracharya, in his wonderful poem, that is Kaupina Panchakam, there are 5 slokas on Kaupina. Kaupina means giving up everything, only the loincloth. So it says, those who are wearing the Kaupina, they are the best people. Kaupina Banta Kalu Bhagyavanta. That's one after another it says. That you live under a tree and beg only and eat only that much food which you can hold in your palm and be happy. And you are a Kaupina Banta, so you are a Bhagyavanta. That way Shankaracharya said. And that idea, at the same time, Buddhist idea, Jagat is the place where people are burning. So give up that. Because otherwise you are going to suffer again and again. Again, the terrible picture that they gave. So naturally, hundreds and thousands of people immediately after the Buddha, Buddha's knowledge, Buddha was that time alive, they followed Buddha, giving away all the work. Then what happened? Thousands of people, they are eating, they're using clothes, they needed the shelter, but they themselves didn't do anything for the development of the society or the economy. Afterwards, slowly they started giving little bit of medicine that they used to carry for themselves. They started giving some medicine and all those little bit of things. They started missionary work, started with the Buddhism, that's true. But the main philosophical idea that was spreaded, is it not wrong? Is it possible for each and every one to follow that? Those who can do it is good. Those who cannot, for them, if we are breaking their moral, if we are breaking their minds, they are living in the samsara and they are thinking, oh, we are sinners and sinners. Wrong thing. So here the Bhrigu and Bharadwaja is telling, through this you can achieve both, through Artha. The wealth acquired through proper means is, according to Mahabharata, Artha. Now again, the Artha according to Mahabharata, the Vidya, Hiranya, Pashu, Bhumi, etc., etc. And then it says, but you have to acquire all these things through proper means, the righteous way. Grabbing or taking away things from and then become rich, no, that won't help. So this is called Artha. The goal of a householder should be, then it says in the Mahabharata, Annam chano bahu bhavet. I should become rich so that I can feed many people. That should be the goal of a householder. Somehow I will survive. That is the mentality mostly in Bengal. I was wondering why. Somehow it's okay. And when you ask them, how are you? One of our Swamiji used to become very angry. Mota muti. In Bengali, mota muti means such a somehow. Then he used to say, why mota muti? Can't you say, I am all right, I am happy? Why can't you say that? Constantly, that is very bad thing. Psychologically crippling you constantly. You must be very neat and tidy every time, whenever you go. I was in Andaman, there the Britishers were there. So ordinary people coming to sweep your floor and clean your utensils, vessels, come with the proper dress. Then they change the dress and in the working dress they will do. And when those ladies, they used to go back, the South Indian ladies, properly and with the flower as they always do, it is tradition, so happy, so nice. You won't be able to recognize what is this type of people. So always happy. And Lakshmi comes to them, you will find in the Mahabharata. So that's why it says, when a householder, if you have accepted the life of a householder, it must be like this. I should earn money, earn wealth as maximum as possible, of course in a proper way, righteous way. And annam cha no means we. Bahu bhavet. We should become many. The annam means not only food, for the support, help to many. And atithimscha labhemahi. Let the people come to me. Atithi. I don't know them, but let them come. Whoever is coming to me for any help, I should help. So the idea of a real grihastha is this. I should earn money for the benefit of the society. Now, we will come to this afterwards. So wonderfully, the balancing. Now, earning the money, at the same time, warning is, you should not earn in a wrong way. They say afterwards, wealth is for the benefit of many. The Vidura, that very pious man, to whom that Krishna went to take the prasad, bhoga, That Vidura said, Datta Bhukta Phalam Dhanam. Datta for charity, Bhukta for self enjoyment, Phalam Dhanam. The dhana for what? Some people will go on accumulating, and then they won't use it, they won't give it. So for what? Then I remember one of our teachers, when I was in Arunachal Pradesh, one of our teachers, I just visited his quarter. It's our quarter, Ashrama quarter, but I wanted to go and see whether they are living properly or not. So that was one of the duties. I used to go and see. Suddenly, without announcement, I used to go and knock. Hey, how are you? Let me see how you are living. Let me see your kitchen. Let me see your everything all and now. So naturally, all people used to know anytime Swamiji may come, just to keep it clean. Otherwise, it's so dirty. But this fellow, he was having on the bed, he was having so much of things and all this. And why you are living like this? No, Swamiji, I send money to my country, to my place. And so that a new house I have purchased, it will be, I think, very good. So when you are going to retire, now after maybe another 25, 28 or 30 years, that will be good. And you have constructed the building? Yes. Who is living? My brother is looking after. Not looking after, he is living. And he is enjoying. And when after 30 years he will go, it will be 40 years old building you will be entering. Again this, that's why as long as you are living, live nicely. Then I told him one story. The one man was very intelligent. So he used to purchase the best potatoes and keep at the back. And all those little damaged potatoes, he used to use that. All through his life, he only ate the bad potatoes. He went on keeping the good one at the back and utilizing the spoiled one quickly all through his life. Really good. So the Mahabharata is the wrong thing. If you become a monk, become a monk. And that time, whatever comes, I am happy. If you become a householder, what should be the goal? Oh, somehow I will survive, I go to mandir. And that is not the goal of a householder. Householder is this. Annam cha no bahu bhavet. Annam means, let my wealth be so that I can help many, many others. Athitim's cha means and also the atithi, not only my kith and kin, but also unknown people, whoever comes, I will give. You can remember that yesterday I was giving a class on Bhagavad Gita. If someone is cooking for himself, they say, this is stena. You're cooking for yourself. You should cook for others too. I have seen, even when we were children, our seniors, father, uncle, just to go out at the time of lunch, just to go out and wait and see if anybody is hungry. They used to bring them. Of course, mothers and aunties, they were very angry. These people dirty and we don't know them. And every time you should, without someone who is eating with me, they won't take food. Somebody should be there. So that is the tradition. And afterwards, after the independence, the tradition broke so quickly because of other things. Vidura said, Datta, giving, and Bhukta, and enjoying the money, phalam, that is the dhana. What's for dhana is this for? Charity used for the self are the main, and also charity and wealth using for the self is the main purpose of the wealth, Artha. Who can be considered as a rich? Now the question. It's very wonderful. In the Mahabharata, it says that sometimes we say, he is a rich person, rich man. But Mahabharata always it gives the definition. This is the standard. Beyond that you cannot go. And it all comes in religion. When a person from every way he is ready, then only he can go for the religion. Otherwise not. most of the time we go for religion emotionally. And we end up with frustration. It's the wrong thing. Thousands and millions, we are all the time thinking, oh, we'll go do this, we will go to that pilgrimage, and we will do this, we will do that. Then afterwards, exhausted, and afterwards, frustration. Oh, I have visited so many holy places, nothing happened to me. So, the frustration. Why? Because of this. You have to understand, Mahabharata is a very important book. Not only the fighting and different type of wonderful stories we go on, even the children is having a big book on Mahabharata, all stories after stories. But hidden under that, one or two lines here and there, that has been picked up by some of the researchers, and now these are the things are coming. In Mahabharata, we find the Chatur goal, the 4 types goal of human life. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. And in Artha they say, who can be considered as rich? Trivarshikad yada bhaktad. Trivarshika means 3 years. Trivarshika yada bhaktad adhikam syat dijassatu. Yatena tena drabbena na britha syat e dhanam. Now, whatever you have earned in a righteous way, if that is sufficient to support your family for 3 years, you are considered as a rich man. One person was dying. Then he asked his munim. Munim means is to look after. And then said, how much money I am leaving? I know I am going to die. How much money is there? He said, sir, die peacefully. Because you have so much of money that can continue for 14 generations. Even in that situation, he shouted, you fool, what will happen to my 15th generation? So that is the wrong way of thinking, people. They think that I have to look after. No, only 3 years, sufficient. See how the way, otherwise, if we are going on accumulating the money, then how it will come to the society? It will never increase the wealth of the society. Remember, in those days there was no banking system. People used to hide the money, they used to put everywhere, all over the world. That was the system, to keep under the earth, here, there. Then suddenly when they die, then some people, they were breaking the wall and so much of gold came out, all this happened. They could not enjoy. They didn't allow anybody to enjoy. Now this. That is the total waste. So it says, you are a rich man if you have sufficient stock to continue the life of your whole family for 3 years. Only 3 years. And excess of that 3 years you must spend. You must give in charity. Trivarshikad yada bhaktad. Adhikam syat dijasyatu. Dija means you can give it away to all the other people. Adhikam. Adhikam means beyond 3 years. Now, a rich man, he is having so many people. He needs many, that amount should be naturally more. Only a husband, wife, or one son, less. So, he must calculate how much money is required. Look at the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. When he understood that he is going to, the days are limited, he asked his wife, how much money you require to continue for the 1 month? How much money? 8 rupees would be all right. In those days, 8 rupees was all right. Why 8 rupees? Because mother is not alone. So naturally, Sri Ramakrishna's other devotees, they come, they take food, they stay over there, and they need some help also. They're not the 8 rupees only for mother, for others also, as we atitimscha. So Sri Ramakrishna calculated in that way, after my death, for my wife and her activities, 8 rupees. Mother was shyfully telling, why you are asking this question, it will be all right. Naturally, but look at the practical saints of Sri Ramakrishna. And we will come to another. It says, and yatena tena drabbena nabritha sadayet dhanam, and that is, then excess wealth should have to be spread through charity. Now, another from the history, the Harshavardhan. Harshavardhan in his life also, every year, whatever the excess money was there, he used to distribute in the society. Poor people, take it, start a business, do something. But what we do, we give the money to spend only for food or clothing. Then what happens? It is not generating any wealth in the society. And we are creating some people dependents. That is not good. In the society, you should help a person so that he can stand on his own feet. 3 years, 5 years is okay. But continuously we are going on feeding them, giving them clothing and this and that, all through their life. They are not trying anything. They know the food will come. Many of our Indian ashramas, I mean the Hindu temples, they have Anna Chatra. And they feel it's very good, very Anna Chatra. The people will go and give some money, they will cook, and just people, they will come and eat and nothing. This Anna Chatra means what? They're simply getting free food. And after that, what they're doing? Nobody looks after that. And they're thinking we are earning the merits. Wrong. Maybe that he is going and doing something wrong afterwards. All his bad deeds, that karma phala will come to you. Again, Sri Ramakrishna. The one person, he was dragging a cow. The purpose was to slaughter, to kill that cow. Now another Brahmana was sitting in on the veranda. He noticed it and thought, poor man, he is exhausted. Hey, good man, come over here, take some food. Then he gave them some food and all. What is that? So they are surviving right from the Vedic age, you know, the Makorsha? Because the spiders, because even our rishis, they have said that this world was created out of God. But how it was created? They say from itself. Then, as an example, it said, Yatha urnavi srijate grinnate cha. In Sanskrit, urnavi means the spider. So they are from that age. Now, here we find that this Trivarshika, after that it is. Now, this way, slowly, we have to understand some of the wrong misinterpretation of our scripture has weakened our society. It says, if you have that tremendous desire to realize God, then move out, go away, and then meditate. And automatically, as because constantly the holy thought is going out everywhere, by that you are helping others. But if you are not, in that case, you better go and earn something. If you are helping a person, that also you should be careful how he is going to utilize your help. This fellow who was dragging that cow, this man fed him. After eating, he became once again energized, dragged the cow, killed it, and the scene came to the Brahmana. Brahmana said, I was feeding a hungry man. He was hungry, but he was going to do a wrong thing. Now, like similar way, one should be very, very careful, even when you are giving in charity, what is the purpose? Best purpose is to give education. When the poor people are getting education, what type of education? Not only just certificate making, nothing. Swami Vivekananda said, education by which he can stand on his own feet. So, that type of education by which he will be able to help himself. So charity also is very subtle to understand what type of charity I should do to whom and when. So this is, and it goes on this way. It says, rich person only are permitted to drink and marry, make merry. In the society, poor are not allowed to drink because you don't have money, sufficient money to only for food, and you cannot spend the money in that fashion. So this is the injunction of the scripture. If someone is having a lot of money, so let him go and spend it. Why? Otherwise, the money will not come to the society, will not come in the market. So let him go. He is permitted, but not the poor person. There is nothing dharma. Drinking is always bad, but from the point of view of the society, if we see, this is necessary. And some of our, in India, some of the chief ministers, they are stopping completely. No, you cannot go. You cannot drink. Any bottle, if is found in your house, all the members of the house will be imprisoned. So now it's a great problem in that. The thing is, you cannot do in that way. You have to understand properly. In the society, see, the Mahabharata is teaching in this way. If a person is rich, he must spend it in the fashion he likes, so that the money is rotating in the market. Others will be benefited. But the poor people, they are not allowed to do that. Why? Because there is a wastage. You need that money for your health. You don't have any right to spend in that. Swami Vivekananda said, a rich man should purchase not only one, but 2, 3 the vehicles, different way, many as maximum possible. Why? Then the money will come in the market. It's Vivekananda's words. He was a sannyasi. But at the same time, Vivekananda said, for the ashramites, spend as less as possible. Why? Because we are surviving on donation. And donation means someone is earning and now he is bringing and giving. You should not waste it. That should not be. See, everything, the pivotal point, central point is dharma. When a person is giving us something, if we cannot utilize it, we should give it to somebody else for the utilization. We should not just keep rot and then throw. No, that is sin. Sometimes some people, they go on giving the sweets and fruits, particularly in the puja times. In the ashrama, how many people we are? Only 3, 4. We cannot eat that. So I said, whoever comes to visit our ashrama, give them, distribute that. Don't keep in this way. Go on giving. Now some of the laborers who have come to clean, give them. So distribute, utilize, or otherwise don't accept. No, we are full, we won't accept it. So that is the way one should go. The rich person is allowed. And practices of charity and righteousness, that is the process to earn money. It says, dhanam labhet danena, dhanam prapnoti tapasa. Sometimes some people think that if I go on giving the dhana, the charity, then I will never get wrong. These are wonderful things that brings the faith on God. If you are helping poor, if you are helping others, the wealth will go on increasing, that's for sure. It's uncertain. If you are helping others, automatically the God's help will come to you. You can earn much more. So it says in the Mahabharata, very clear term, dhanam labhet. You can earn money, you can earn the wealth, danena, by giving. Again, dhanam prapnoti tapasa. And through tapas, you can also get the wealth. So we know one story that Shankaracharya, when he was a young sannyasi, he went for begging. He was having the spiritual power. He went and begged before a lady who was having nothing. And she started crying. My God, you have come to my door and I have nothing to offer to you. I don't know how I should live. Then it says, immediately Shankaracharya say, whatever you are having, just give me one. She was having a little, some one or two maybe fruits. So one almost rotten fruit he gave. Shankara hold that and said to the Shiva, this lady is giving this fruit to me. I give my tapasya to her. Dhanavarshana. I have forgotten that the slokas. And Shankara started praying to Goddess and poured dhana, the gold and other things, in her cottage. And it was totally full with so much of wealth. So tapasya also. And one young man came to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. He was a very nice man. For these, bless me for that. This young man come, but he never asked for anything. Then one day Swami